Introducing today's video, How Pieter Levels Built a Multi-Million-Dollar Company with AI, a documentary series from the stables of wealth lore. Imagine building a business that earns millions of dollars, without a large office, without hundreds of employees, without raising millions from investors. Just one laptop, artificial intelligence, and an internet connection. For decades, building a successful technology company followed the same formula. Raise venture capital, hire engineers, rent office space, spend years building a product, hope customers eventually arrive. But artificial intelligence is rewriting those rules, and few people prove it better than Pieter Levels. He's not a Silicon Valley CEO. He's not backed by billion-dollar venture capital firms. He's not managing thousands of employees. Instead, he's become one of the world's most recognizable solo entrepreneurs by building profitable internet businesses and, more recently, AI-powered products with an approach that challenges everything we thought we knew about startups. His story isn't just about making money with AI. It's about how AI is changing the economics of entrepreneurship itself. Pieter Levels grew up in the Netherlands with an interest in building things. Unlike many startup founders chasing the next unicorn, his philosophy was surprisingly simple. Build something people actually want. Launch it quickly, listen to users, improve it, repeat. That mindset led him to create multiple internet businesses over the years. Some failed, some succeeded. Every project taught him something new. Instead of spending years perfecting ideas behind closed doors, Pieter believed in shipping products early. He often challenged himself to build an entirely new product in just weeks. Most entrepreneurs fear launching too soon. Pieter feared launching too late. That philosophy became one of his greatest competitive advantages. Then artificial intelligence arrived. While many people debated whether AI would replace jobs someday, Pieter started asking a different question. How can AI help me build faster today? He built an AI-powered flight simulator game that generated enormous online attention. People watched him build it publicly. They followed the progress. They shared it across social media. Once again, AI dramatically accelerated development. The result wasn't just another product. It became another source of recurring revenue. Here's what makes Pieter Levels' story different from many startup founders. He didn't raise billions. He didn't hire thousands. He didn't chase growth at any cost. He focused on profitability. Every product had to solve a real problem. Every business had to generate cash. Every new idea had to justify its existence. Artificial intelligence simply allowed him to execute those ideas much faster than ever before. This reveals one of the biggest shifts happening in today's economy. For years, software companies scaled primarily by hiring more people, more engineers, more designers, more marketers, more managers. Growth usually meant larger payrolls. AI is beginning to challenge that assumption. Today, a single entrepreneur can produce work that once required an entire team. Code generation, graphic design, marketing copy, customer support, data analysis, video production, research. Artificial intelligence doesn't eliminate every task, but it dramatically reduces the time required to complete many of them. That changes the economics of building a business. Lower costs, faster execution, more experimentation, greater leverage. Leverage is the word that matters most. Throughout history, wealth has often been created by people who discovered new forms of leverage. The Industrial Revolution used machines. The internet used software. Artificial intelligence uses knowledge. Pieter Levels recognized that earlier than many entrepreneurs. He didn't see AI as a replacement for human ambition. He saw it as an amplifier. An entrepreneur with AI could suddenly compete with companies many times larger. That doesn't mean success became automatic. Pieter still had to identify real customer problems. He still had to market his products. He still had to respond to feedback. He still had to make difficult business decisions. Artificial intelligence didn't remove entrepreneurship. It made entrepreneurship more powerful. His journey also demonstrates another valuable lesson. He builds in public. Instead of hiding until products are perfect, Pieter regularly shares progress online. People watch, comment, suggest improvements, become early customers. This creates something incredibly valuable: trust. By the time many of his products launch, an audience is already waiting. That audience becomes one of his greatest business assets. Artificial intelligence may help build products, but community helps build companies. Today, entrepreneurs around the world study Pieter Levels for a reason. He represents a new generation of business builders. Founders who prioritize speed over perfection, profit over hype, ownership over fundraising, execution over endless planning. Artificial intelligence simply accelerates each of those principles. Of course, AI doesn't guarantee success. Thousands of people now have access to the same tools. The advantage no longer comes from using AI. The advantage comes from solving better problems. Anyone can generate code. Not everyone can identify what customers truly need. Anyone can create images. Not everyone can build a sustainable business. Technology changes. Business fundamentals rarely do. Understand customers. Deliver value. Build trust. Generate recurring revenue. Manage costs. Keep improving. Artificial intelligence simply makes those fundamentals easier to execute. Pieter Level's story is proof that the future of entrepreneurship may look very different from the past. The next million-dollar company might not begin inside a skyscraper. It might begin inside a coffee shop, with one founder, one laptop, and artificial intelligence handling work that once required an entire office. That's why his story matters far beyond software. It marks the beginning of a new economic era, an era where the distance between an idea and a profitable business is shorter than ever before. The barriers are falling, the tools are becoming cheaper, the opportunities are becoming larger. But one thing hasn't changed. Ideas don't build businesses, execution does. Artificial intelligence won't make everyone a millionaire. But for entrepreneurs willing to learn, adapt, and create real value, it may become the greatest business partner ever invented. Pieter Levels didn't become successful because AI did the work for him. He became successful because he understood how to make AI work for him. And that may be the most valuable lesson of the AI economy. In the age of artificial intelligence, your greatest competitive advantage isn't having access to the best tools. It's knowing how to turn those tools into value. Because the next million-dollar business may not belong to the biggest company. It may belong to the person who learns fastest, builds fastest, and solves the biggest problem.